interview that we had promised you throughout the week that we are going to have. And we were forced to move from the headquarters to Homa Bay, Asumbi Garden Resort. And tonight, joining the conversation is the official government spokesman who is here with us to talk about matters pertaining politics, development, and devolution. And so, if you're going to join this conversation, our hashtag tonight is a talk with Honorable Mwaura. That is our hashtag. Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. Mheshimiwa, karibu Nyanza.
Asante sana. Asante sana.
Unapataje climate ya Nyanza? How is the climate?
Uko nzuri sana kwanza huko Asumbi Garden Resort. Unaona vile nyasi iko nzuri? Tumekula reg pale Koginga.
Reg. So they have taught you this local native language here.
Unajua sasa nimekuja Homa Bay. Mara kadhaa mpaka sasa I'm falling in love with the place.
Then get a place, get a shamba here. Get a shamba here uone mambo namna gani.
Niko nzuri sana. Nimeona watu wa huko ni wazuri. Ni kwa sababu I think what makes people surprised is the way this place has really changed. Kwa sababu nilikuja hapa 2013. So it's just a small, very local town with no proper infrastructure. Sasa tunarudi, it's threatening to become a city. Kuna stadium, kuna university. You can tell. Kuko na mini port inaitwa the Paya Beach. Tuko na hata ukiangalia barabara nzuri sana kama ile tuli launch jana. Na nimefurahi, watu hapa ni very hospitable.
So in the rate of 1 to 10, how can you rate Homa Bay? Is it a developing county ama imefika somewhere?
It's a developing county. Because unaona tunaongea kuhusu devolution imekaa miaka mingapi sasa hivi? Tangu 2010. Lakini practically from 2013. Kwa around 12 years, lakini ime-move sana. It is actually waiting for development.
Now, being that you are in Homa Bay and we are anticipating to have the Madaraka Day in Homa Bay.
Yes, please.
Is it one of your top priorities? Was it one of your top priorities to bring such kind of events to Homa Bay?
Give the credit to the local leaders, because we were talking with the president today, and he made a very interesting statement that the leaders, the first time he became president, sorry, not the first time, but usually he became president, he landed here for a Sunday service. And of course, people they were very clear in terms of what they wanted to get for development, and it has helped them because I think almost everything they wanted has been given. So give it to P.S. Raymond Omolo and my good, schoolmate and fellow student leader Gladys Atieno Nyasuna Wanga, who we were student leaders together at KU. They've done a good job, and also C.S. Mbadi now. He's the one in charge of National Treasury. I remember in 2013. In the Budget and Appropriations Committee of the National Assembly, then a member of Parliament for Gwasi, John Mbadi, was very instrumental in pushing for the idea of Road C19 that was traversing between the two constituencies. And that was my first time to come to Homa Bay, and now the road is doing well.
We've seen today a little bit you guys launching some projects in Homa Bay that took a little time to bring up until to the conclusion. How can we say the relation? What is the relationship between how can you term the relationship between the governor and the president? Being that now the governor is ODM Damo and the president is from the other coalition.
Maybe we start from the principles themselves. That the Honorable Right Honorable Raila Odinga was with us. They started yesterday in Kisumu, and then we went and launched the Ring Road, and today we spent time together with him. We started at the Tomboya University, and the Vice Chancellor there is doing a very good job. And we had the closing ceremony and also some kind of town hall meeting with the beach management units. And it went very well. It really did go very well, and we are happy that we had very good conversations on how to deal with the issues that are affecting, our people here in terms of the blue economy. And so therefore the governor and the ODM side, we are not in the broad-based government. So we are all in the broad-based government, and we are making sure that things are working. Further to it, we do have a situation where now that because of the broad-based government, we are now able to focus some of this, like the blue economy and maritime affairs. This county has 80% of the 6% that we occupy as a country for the Lake Victoria. So if that is the case, therefore, there could never be a better county to do so. And for leaders, I think it's a question of looking at how politics is very dynamic, because at some point we were all together in ODM. I personally, I was ODM member number 001215.
Yeah, I can remember.
So it's just like coming back together, you know.
Yeah, the other day, it is on the media, the president was saying, if it is that you are talking about ODM winning or ODM being now the people forming the government, it is already a win for the ODM, because when ODM was formed, I was among the Pentagon.
Yes, he was a founder member. I was a very young person that time. I was only 24 years old. And I was the youngest member of the National Executive Committee of ODM. And I even met Onyi Papa J, because he made that song Rangini.
Yes.
So it's like deja vu. It's a very interesting scenario, because like the people who are within ODM, we grew up together with them politically. We got into parliament together with Akina Wanga, 2013, Akina Kaluma Opondo, my friend, and many others that are now within these circles. So, and for example, like for me, I was there for 10 years. President William Ruto really became a leader of the Rift Valley region, for example, when he was with the ODM group, you know, that time for Pentagon. And so you can see our journeys are very much intertwined, very much intertwined. And I must say that this side of the region gives us very good debaters, you know, when it comes to parliament. We were discussing about that with a member from Diwa, again, and also my friend Kaluma, and Karoli Omondi. So at some point, actually, Karoli Omondi was a private secretary to the Prime Minister, and I was working there as an advisor to the Prime Minister. So we have had a whole lot of history, you know, going forward.
You spoke of broad-based government, and now being that Honorable Raila Odinga is in the picture together with the president. And you can see a few members of ODM opposing it. Is it a red flag that this broad-based government may not last?
But I think there's a divergence of opinion. Like my friend Edwin Sifuna and others who may have made their comments well known, but we will align. It's a matter of time. I mean, that's the beauty of democracy. And I think we are all together. You even see Governor James Orengo was with us today. So you can't say that there's always that room.
So you feel like there one point at a time, these people are opposing the broad-based government will still come to government, or should we expect that there shall come a time that now the right Honorable Raila Odinga will move away from the government?
You know, already the fact that the president is working very closely with his number one competitor, Raila Odinga, is a very strong statement about the need for us to come together as a country. So I am very happy personally that is the case, that now we are together as a country, and that we can move forward. And that's why you're seeing development is happening. For the first time, we have, you know, affordable houses in Homa Bay. You could see how people are excited. They were happy. They are now going to own homes here. I mean, it was exciting. It was really, really amazing.
We are experiencing this much of development. And when your government took office, Kenya was sidelined with the debts. How are you balancing repaying back the debts and this development that you are doing?
Yeah, public debt is a very serious concern, and I have spoken about it a lot, even in my other capacity as a senator, and also the vice chairman of the Finance and Budget Committee of the Senate, and a ranking member in the National Assembly Committee, the Budget Operations Committee. And as a result of that, I think you can see now the 13th Parliament, they have a standing committee on public debt. And our debt is about 63% of the GDP, or thereabout. But there was very serious concern that we were going to default. The president spoke about that very strongly you know, that he was told to his face that he will not be able to repay it during the national prayer breakfast that happened on the 28th of May at the Safari Park, the day before yesterday. And yet we've been able to pay the Eurobond at 286 billion. We've been able to restructure, you know, some debt, and we are on course. Now we have a very strong economy. By the way, listen to me. Number one, our shilling to the dollar is now at 128 and 129 from a high of 162. We now have enough dollar reserves to cover our 6 months import cover, 9.6 billion. We have reduced inflation to as low of 2.7% at some point it's about 4.7. We've also been able to attract foreign direct investment. If you remember, recently the president was in China, and we were able to sign deals worth almost $1 billion. Last year and last year but one, we have the one who have refused have received the highest amount of startup capital, $800 million US, and last year 638 million. The number one in Africa. If you look at, for example, the issue of our policy of shifting from subsidizing, you know, consumption to production, it has been able to that shift has been able to give us very good returns, because now you can see the cost of living has gone down with regards to basic commodities like unga, you know. And then you look at the issue of value chains, you know, quite a number of crops now are retailing, you know, very, very well in terms of like coffee. We now have the return of coffee millionaires because you're having, you know, buni. This is like dried coffee beans, going to as high as 380 bob per kilo, and the normal, you know, cherry, the red one, of you get about 148. If you look at the issue of tea from 44 to 64 shillings, macadamia from 24 to 100 shillings. If you look at the issue of a metric ton of sugarcane from 4,500 to 1,000 bob on top. Within this time, from 4,500 went to 5,300, now it's 5,500. A whole 1,000 shillings has been added. You can see the same of Mira, you know, the three types of alele, 500 to 1,000. The other one is 700 to 1,300. The other one between 355 to 700, and so on. We can go on and on. If you look at the dairy industry, it has actually grown within 2 years by 102%. You see, look at the issue of healthcare. As we speak today, the issue of breast cancer treatment has gone down from 120,000 shillings to only 40,000. That's a reduction of 300%. You get the point? And so therefore, there's a beauty really of us now looking at things and saying, are we okay? Are we moving forward? You know, are we doing things the way we are supposed to do? So I really want to say, with a lot of humility, that it is important for us to appreciate what the government has been able to do, because by the time we took over this government, it was in shambles.
It was in shambles, and yet you are still in the government.
Then when we took over.
Okay.
So we have a lot of work to do, but we must give credit where it is due. A lot has been happening.
You spoke of the health sector, and we've seen a lot of parliamentarians alongside Kenyans saying the SHA and SHIF scandal. Would you say that SHA is functional? And if it is, why is it that outpatient is somehow unhectic?
Let me ask you, when you call it a scandal, what do you mean? There's no scandal. What has happened is we now have the defunct NHIF, which almost had debts close to 40 billion. And most of them, not most of them, a good chunk of them are fake. They are fake because they have been verified, and we wait for the report. We had the same, not most of them, a good chunk of them are fake. They are fake because they have been verified, and we wait for the report. We had